Hello and welcome to Physics Teacher. In this grade 11 math tutorials, I'm going to show you how to work and solve radicals. Specifically, once we're done these two examples, you'll be ready to go in your math class. Let's get started. So if we're looking at this, we're not using our calculator here. We're going to do this ourselves. We need to simplify it. Now we can't just add 2 root 2 plus 3 root 18 because the radicand, or what's inside of the square root, is a different number. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this root 12 into 2 roots that multiply to give us 12. And we want one of them to be a perfect square. That way we can evaluate the square root. So if you look at 12 we can get by multiplying 4 and 3. So if I take 4 and 3, well, then the root of 4 gives us 2. So we can solve for that. But we'll do that in the next step. Let's do the same thing for each and every term. So what about 18? Well, 18 is 9 times 2, and 9 is a perfect square. So I can change that into 3 root 9 root 2. What about 27? Well, again, 27 is 9 times 3, and 9 is a perfect square. So root of 9 times the root of 3. Finally, we have 50. Well, 50 can be 25 times 2, and 25 is just 5 squared, so it's a perfect squared. So 3 times the root of 25 times the root of 2. So now we can replace all those perfect squares. So that would be 2 times 2, root 3. We have plus 3 times square root of 9 is 3, root 2. Square root of 9 again is 3. And we're left with root 3 plus 3, and the square root of 25 is 5, root 2. So let's just simplify this. So this is 4 root 3 plus, here we have 9 root 2 minus 3 root 3 plus 15 root 2. Now we're going to essentially collect like terms. So here we have a root 3 and here we have a root 3. So we have a 4 subtract a 3. Essentially all we're doing is factoring out the root 3. If you like, I can write it like this. So 4 minus 3 root 3. And then we can do plus 9 plus 15 root 2. So when we're finished, we get root 3. We don't have to write the 1 out in front. And a 9 plus 15 is 24 root 2. And that's all there is to it. Now for the second question, we're going to be multiplying radicals. So we have to apply the distributive property. So let's do that. So we're going to essentially do these two terms first. So we're going to get 3. So we have 3 times 1. You can imagine a 1 in front of there. And then we have root 3 times root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is just going to be 3. Right? You can think of that in a couple ways. You can think of root 3 times root 3 as being the square root of 9, because 3 times 3, and then you get 3. Or for those of you who like exponents, you can do 3 to the half times 3 to the half, and then when you add those exponents, you get 3 to the 1. However you want to think of it, we just end up with 3. Next, we're going to multiply these two terms. So we have 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and then root 3 times root 2. So that is going to be root 6. Okay, doesn't work out as nicely as the previous one did. All right, let's do these two terms. So we have 4 times 1, which is 4. And then again, root 2 times root 3. So the 2 times 3 gives us root of 6. Then finally, we'll do these two terms. So we got 4 times negative 2, which is negative 8. And then root 2 times root 2 is just going to be 2. Okay, so here we have some like terms. We have this one, which is 9. And this one, which is negative 16. So we can do 9 minus 16. And then we have these two here, which is negative 6 root 6 and 4 root 6. So once we've collected like terms, we can just simplify it. So 9 minus 16 is negative 7. And then negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2 root 6. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If this helped, let me know as well. And make sure you subscribe because I am releasing a lot of grade 11 math tutorials over the next little while. Thanks for watching.